It is 9:15. We continue to follow this breaking news out of India. Officials say a passenger plane carrying more than 240 people crashed earlier this morning shortly after takeoff. The flight was bound for London's Gatwick Airport.
A video from the scene shows a large plume of black smoke coming from what appears to be a densely populated residential area. The city police commissioner of Ahmedabad says there appears to be no survivors. We also don't know the cause of this crash.
That plane is a 787 Dreamliner, and this is the first crash ever of a Boeing 787 aircraft of that kind, according to Aviation Safety Network database experts. So we're going to bring in Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot May-Kay Beeler. We have the latest updates. We're just getting pieces by pieces here. But what are investigators going to be looking at now? Well,
a whole list of things. So with a heavy heart, here we go again with another tragedy in a year marked by air scare and air scare and air scare. This is just so sad to talk about. So yeah, it's been a busy year for investigators, and what investigators will be looking into, Air India investigators, Indian aviation officials, even Boeing, because the Dreamliner is a Boeing American aircraft. They'll be part of this as well. So they're going to be looking at, number one, the cockpit voice recorder and the data recorder. Doesn't seem that there are any survivors, so there are no pilots that can tell us what happened. There was a Mayday call that was reported, so we will look at the ATC communications, again, the cockpit and the data recorder. Also, aircraft maintenance records. This is huge. When was the last time the aircraft underwent maintenance? Pilot drug and alcohol autopsy testing. They will look into pilot experience, medical records, human and environmental factors, fatigue. Was there a bird strike involved? What were the weather conditions? Mechanical issues will be the big thing. Was there contaminated fuel? Why did the aircraft not climb? So according to videos, the aircraft took off, but then was not able to maintain a safe climb. Why did that happen? So investigators will be looking into that. Was it pilot error? Did they fail to put the gear up or the flaps up? Or was there a catastrophic situation there? Eyewitness accounts, the videos that you see, they'll be putting all these pieces together, but the main thing, that data recorder, with those black boxes, if they survived, and they're supposed to be able to survive most anything, they'll start there with the answers.
I can't imagine how long an investigation like this takes, because even the video that we're starting to see, I mean, it went down
within seconds.
Yeah, but you know, we're hearing that the part of fuselage hit a medical college hostel. You've got part of it hitting homes and other places. We're seeing pictures of part of the tail sticking out of a building. Like, this takes a long time to be able to literally piece together this plane back together to see what may have happened.
And that's why we can't speculate.
Yeah.
People want to speculate. People are writing me and calling me. Oh, I think this happened, that happened. We can't do that. I know it's tempting, but we can't do that. We're not the investigators. We weren't there. Anything is possible. And if the airplane wasn't able to climb and maintain a safe altitude, all it can do is land straight ahead. Yeah. You can't turn around, you know.
That's true. Yeah. May-Kay, obviously this is not a great look for Air India and Boeing, but as far as Air India, this is a airline that really tried to fix its reputation because it had a reputation of being very problematic.
Right. So the most recent accident, August 2020, a Boeing 737 overshot the runway, killed everybody on board. The worst one was in 1996, a mid-air collision with a Saudi Arabian airline and a cargo jet. That was the worst air disaster in India. All 347 people on board were killed, one of the deadliest in world history. People don't understand that here in the United States with the FAA, we have the safest aviation system in the world. And I know we've had a lot going on recently. It's very, very scary. But we are, relatively speaking, as safe as it comes here globally. Yeah.
A tough morning, obviously, to see all that video coming in, and we'll get more information. But May-Kay, thanks so much for
Yeah, and Annie, just because of all that smoke, you have to understand this airplane had fuel, a lot of fuel on board because it was a long-haul flight. It's the worst time an accident can happen because all that fuel was on board. Therefore, you had that fire. Absolutely. So very sad day in India, and really for all of us, we just mourn for all those involved.
All right, May-Kay, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.